Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Battletech. Well, since we picked up a couple of fancy things in the black market at the end of the last episode, I thought it would be only appropriate to make sure that we have thrown them in our mechs. Our flashpoint is going to have a lower tonnage, I'm pretty sure, so we may as well go ahead and throw in a final ER small laser on the Hunchback, and yeah, make sure that we have all weapons in range at all times and enjoy our big shooty ability. So let's go ahead and confirm that. That'll take us a single day. I'm not too concerned about. And then I think we also have...
I'll get it in the schedule.
Yep, there we go. We also have a grab here. I think what we're going to do is we also picked up another pulse. We could... Yeah, I think we'll get this nice and upgraded as well, but that should only take a moment. Let's go... Where are we? Medium pulses. There we go. Less heat, more accuracy. Kind of hard to say no to that kind of deal. Let's drop the... No, let's drop the medium pulse from the torso. We'll get extra accuracy from in here. That will make our shots as accurate as possible. And of course, it does help us cool our thing just a little bit better. In fact, we could probably drop another heatsink if we really wanted to. Yeah, we're only making 8 heat per turn. Yeah, if we were to drop another one, what would we do? We have... maybe an ER pulse? Drop that instead? Just bring everything within range? You know what? That'd probably stay about where it is. Yeah, you know what? I think that's fairly acceptable. Let's go ahead and confirm that. That'll be fine. So, all the pulses, that should do. Also, I think...
I'll let you know when that's done.
Yeah, I think that was about all that we wanted. So let's go ahead and quickly get those built
I
up.
wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
And let's go ahead and accept a new flashpoint. One man's trash. This is from an unknown employer against hostile mercenaries. Let's go ahead and begin. Ed Corbu. Okay. You actually came, Edmund Hobbs, in the flesh. You know, the invitation I sent you was sort of a Hail Mary. To be frank, I was 90% certain that you wouldn't ever respond. But here you are, gods be praised. Okay, trustworthy client. Yeah, he's a bird in sunglasses. Alright. Yeah, here we are. And would you care to explain what we're looking at, Mr. Corbu? Oh yeah, haha, my holo camera's on the fritz. You're getting the parrot, right? I think that's my comm system default image. The one they use for display models. Just try to ignore it, we've got serious business to discuss. Okay, Albert, why don't you tell us about it? Okay, so here's the deal. I've got these associates, nobody you've ever heard of, nobody you need to worry about, but they'll shell out big money for old stuff. You know, the bits and bobs from the Star League days. Doesn't matter if it's working or not, if it's ancient, they want it. Okay, your associates aren't all alone. A lot of people would give their left arm for a piece of genuine lost tech. Yeah, but you're talking about the stuff that has value. Mechs, ships, lasers, that kind of thing. My friends, they want everything, including literal garbage, and that makes opportunities for people like you and me. So here's the deal. Way off the tip of Wentworth's northern continent, there is an island called Menlowen. Now, I happen to know that there is a Star League era facility out there. Vultures have been picking at it for years, but there's still meat on those bones, and I want you to fetch it for me. Okay, you called us out here for a lost tech treasure hunt? Fantastic. If you'd been upfront about that, I'd have argued against flying out here at all. Hang on, hear me out. The facility I'm sending to you to isn't SLDF. That's the beauty of this plan, because there's nothing in there of any military value. Nobody with any muscle is going to show up to stop you. You're going after the equivalent of Star League era stapler factory. But that doesn't matter to my associates. They'll pay top dollar for whatever you pull out of there. Okay, so what's stopping you from heading down there yourself and looking at the place? A healthy sense of self-preservation. See, there are a couple of gangs and scavengers on Menaloan who are fighting over our stapler factory. They're nobodies, just a bunch of amateurs who'd rather lob bombs at each other than learn to share. And before you ask, no, they don't have any BattleMechs. At most, you'll run into a couple of rundown old tanks on each side. Nothing that you need to worry about. Right, any fool with a BattleMech could pull off the kind of job you're describing, so why come to us? Because you're the best, and I know that you're the best because I've got a deal at the MRB. Maybe you've met him? Phil Burdock. No? Well, me and Phil have an arrangement. I let him crash at my luxury timeshare in Worth Abbey, and in return he helps me find the right people to get for jobs that need doing. So your process involves bribery and a timeshare condominium. Got it. Yes, you do. Now, what do you say? A quick drop to the island with a lance of light mechs, maybe a skirmish with a vehicle or two, and the job is done. You scoop up whatever's in that facility, drop it off at my condo, I go fence it to my associates, and you get a nice big payout. Easy as pie. You know what? Sure, why not? We're in. Not every day you speak to a talking parrot. Brilliant friend. Absolutely brilliant. I'll be in touch with you when you've got the goods. Until then, do your thing. Don't let me stand in your way. Okay. Well, kind of hard to say no. We saw that there was a special upgrade in there, so there's certainly a reward to be had. So I guess there's really no harm in taking the contract. Yes, so let's see. Given your pilot, yeah, 2 skulls, polar, recovery. This will be simple. Alright, so hostile mercenaries with a trustworthy client. Sure. We'll take the salvage, I guess. Do we take the salvage? The money could be better. You know what? We'll just take the salvage. With that, I can rely upon more steadily for income. Okay, and it looks like we do have a maximum with our weight. Let's bring our hatchet man. That could be handy on a rabbit. Get him in and out. Boot wheat. Let's go. Shadowhawk, I think we'll throw on Angel. And then, do we bring the other 2? I think it's been a little while since Spymaster's had a turn. Let's go ahead and we'll drop Headhunter and we'll bring Spymaster instead. There we go. Okay. So still got plenty of initiative, moving nice and fast. I will go grab, or what do we want? Hunchback? Yeah, we'll go Hunchback. We'll chuck that over to Ranger, and then we'll go for the crab on Spymaster. That should be perfectly fine. Alright, let's go ahead and deploy. Still perfectly on that 200-ton limit. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with this. And also, too, because we now have a second Hunchback, if for some reason we believe LRM is going to be important, we can go ahead and use that Centurion too. Or we could always just yeah, so we could just bring them out as needed. Alright. What have we got? That is the question. So if we're dealing with vehicles, probably maybe a couple of armored APCs, some medium lasers and things. I think we're going to be particularly overpowered for this. Alright, so let's see. Let's read everything anyway. So first of all, we need to hit Starleague Stapler Factory. I've given your pilot a map of Menloan, complete with a rough location of the Starleague installation. I want you to get in there, brush aside any resistance, and loot whatever your BattleMech can carry. You'll get your pay when my associates have the good. Alright, well, this should be exciting. Yes. Who would have thought that there still would have been such room for merchandise like SLDF mugs and glasses?
Interface initiated.
Maybe even 10 cards and oh. Alright, according to Corbu's map, our Starleague Stapler Factory should be somewhere just ahead of you. He also said that we shouldn't run up against anything more dangerous than a combat vehicle or two, but I'd take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, perhaps more than a grain. I don't trust Mr. Corbu or his mysterious associate. Yep, me neither, but it's refreshing to work with someone who's obviously sketchy for a change. I mean, most of our clients are just bad, but they're much better at hiding it. True, true. Alright, oh, and Nigel Binton. Okay, I see that you've got some new BattleMechs on the field. Hello, my name is Binton, and I see you, and if you've come for the vault, my hired cutthroats will be murdering you today. Oh, well, very polite warning. Menlowen is my island, Binton. If I catch either of you near that vault, you'll only wish you were dead. I've got a bucket of prosopinin, blood limpets, and vivid imagination. I am going kind of eager to use them. Okay. Yeah, well then I guess we'd better not let you catch us. Game faces on, everybody. We've got a fight on our hands. Yeah, okay.
Alright, mates. Time to earn our money.
Alright, so it's a fair way away. It's got a little bit of altitude. Let's go ahead and sprint straight to the ice.
Confirmed.
We'll come to a stop there.
Affirmative.
And then we'll just sort of see what we've got
Position
available.
confirmed. Have no doubt it will be done.
Alright. Where are we at? Still no sign of contact. We do have rough terrain. I think what we'll do is yeah, I think we're just going to embrace the rough terrain. I don't really see a better way through this.
On the move.
Oh, and we have contact with a vehicle. Alright. Angel, do we bring you up over here? I suppose we may as well. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
Bandit.
Oh, second vehicle. Okay, so a 60 and a 70-ton vehicle. Then our crab can go... Oh, make it all the way out.
Got it.
And our hatchet man can be... We'll send you to the other side. Who knows? Maybe they'll come closer. Alright, so, combat. Started. They're moving nice and fast. Ooh. Okay.
Light damage, Commander.
Interesting salvo right there. What do they? Urban assault vehicle, an AC-10, SRM, LRM-10. Huh. And a bunch of machine guns. That's actually a pretty decent loadout, I dare say. Oh, and we have others on our flank. 35 and 35. Okay, so good thing we brought the hatchet pan around.
Standing by.
Let's move the crab up, I suppose. Let's go ahead and see how our crab disco is going. What? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we'll just go for the armor's fairly negligible no matter where we target. So I guess we just go for the front.
Confirmed.
And there he goes.
Reporting. One less vehicle.
Alright, and let's see. Ranger,
Yes, Commander.
you with the hunchback. Let's go full sprint forwards. I think we'll go about there. Should be fine.
Good to go.
Little unfortunate that we're not going to get a shot with you, but you know, it is what it is.
Yes, Commander.
Rabbit, you've got pretty terrible options.
Waiting for orders.
You know what? Let's move the Shadow Hawk up. We're going to move into cover.
Heading out.
Yeah, we're going to go for this bigger guy. Yeah, a bulldog. Okay, so that's got 2 SRMs and a large laser. So let's just go ahead and fire everything.
On.
We've almost got him sorted. And then Rabbit.
You have orders?
Oh, we can just jump within range. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and do that.
Firing jump jet.
We'll take shots on him, make sure that he never gets up. In fact, do we just fire everything still? Yeah, I guess we do. Put some heat. We're just going to go for a melee and cool back down anyway.
One for the scrap heap.
Alright, cool. So that is half of them done.
Go time.
Okay. Not very quick. Let's bring...
Orders.
Oh look, the hunchback can get an angle. Let's go... let's move all the way up, I suppose.
Roger that.
What are our percentages? Fairly jolly good and plenty of heat capacity. Off we go.
Roger that.
Yeah. No way that thing was surviving.
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
Alright, and Spy Master, let's go. You know what, there's really not that much we can do. Let's just bring everybody together. Don't want to get too far separated.
Awaiting orders.
Should be less than ideal. And then... Hey, jump jets. There we go. We can,
Going skyward.
should be able to deal with this fairly easily. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and... You know what? We're going to go for a precision strike. We're going to focus on the front armor. Yeah, we're just going to try and barrage our way through there. Hey, and it turns out that was a good call.
That's a kill.
Alright, so that works out fairly well. Initiative is over, so let's
Commander.
go and bring our hunchback up to the target.
Moving out.
We'll bring our hatchet man up as well.
Yes, Commander.
Let that thing cool down, and I think... let's see if we can avoid some of that toasty... I think that'll be fine.
On my way.
And then we'll bring the crab up. Okay, so we get to cool down, and it looks like we get to take the objective.
Moving out.
We've taken possession of the Stapler Factory, Commander. Keep our scavenger friends occupied and away from the facility while our people crack the vault. Okay. Hate to tell you this, but I'm not actually seeing anybody else around. We're going to go for a full sprint, just in case.
Consider it done.
But, yeah, not really an issue. Huh. Okay, so, that was easy. Commander, I've been studying the symbols on the crates that our lands pulled from the facility. Against all odds, it looks like Mr. Corbu was telling us the truth. We've just stolen several tons of commercial-grade lost tech accessories. Well, that's one for the record books. We just pulled the biggest stapler heist in human history. And to think, Vinton and Modge have been at each other's throats over this vault for months. People have died for this. How do we break it to them that they were fighting over garbage? Well, it isn't our job to break anything to them. All we need is to get this crap to South Abbey and get paid. Speaking of which, I'm setting a course, Commander. We'll get Corbu on the horn as soon as we reach cruising altitude. Huh. Okay, well, that was a fun one. I suppose the market value is whatever someone is willing to pay, and when the person wants to sell it at that price. So I guess score one for the free market. That's yeah. All right, peculiar. All right, let's go ahead and see. We have no injuries, nothing really to go on there. Plenty of weapons to choose from. No. Kind of hoping for some of the fancier machine guns, but I guess it is what it is. We'll go with the AC-10, we'll go with the LRM-10, and oh, how much are you worth? 40,000. I think you're probably worth a bit more. 140, 150. Alright, that'll do. Alright, nothing really matters there. Let's just continue. That was, yeah, it was a questionable one whether we should have gone for salvage. But I know that the one time that I don't go for the salvage is going to be the one time that they bring a trap on us and we miss out on all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, I guess it'll be fun. Mind you, we'll probably, they were offering 220,000 C-bills if we had gone for just cash. So, I don't know if we'll necessarily recoup that level of pay, but be far off. Alright, one man's crash number 2. Alright, hey, there you are. Just the Mercs I was hoping to see. Well, we've got your staples, Ed. I hope you've got a lot of empty space in that timeshare because you're gonna need it. Hey, that sounds great. Really, it does. But in the meantime, I've got a little problem on my hands. You know the guys who were fighting you over the vault, Vinton and Modge? Well, they sent some goons to my place in South Abbey, and a long story short, They have trapped you in your condo, haven't they? Yeah. They've sort of joined forces, and they're threatening to kill me if you don't give them the fabulous treasure that you pulled out of the vault. There was no treasure. We got a ship's hold full of commercial-grade office crap. I know, but they don't know that. See, they might have been led to believe that some incredible treasure was inside the vault. You know, by a former client. Yes. Clearly that you were the client, yeah. It's in a manner of speaking. I mean, yeah, it was me. Okay, why would you have told them that? Because every time I tried telling people what I was really after, they bailed on me. Up until I met you. I mean, you were different, but every merc I talked to before you took the job laughed me off and called me a chump. So I whipped up a story about the vault being full of treasure, and all of a sudden I started getting fined. Fair enough. Well, first I hired Modge, seemed like a solid merc, but when he got to the site, he went rogue. I guess he wanted to take the treasure for himself, so then I called in Binton, who agreed to neutralize Modge for a share of the treasure, but he also went rogue. So then, well, you already know what happened next. So what you're saying is that you hired us to rob a vault from under your own contractor, of whom you hired to take down your other contractor, both of whom are holding you ransom for a treasure that doesn't exist. Sounds so bad when you put it that way. Look, I'm the victim here. No. Now, the way I see it, there are a couple of ways out of this. Call them option A and option B. Option A is the direct approach. You come in with guns blazing, protect my timeshare, and mow down the bad guys. It's a simple plan, but you've got a few downsides. The streets of Luth Abbey won't support much more than 30 or 40 tons. You try landing anything heavier and it'll sink right through. And my timeshare, while lovely, wasn't built to withstand a missile attack, so that could be a problem too. Now option B is the tricky route. I tell Binton and Modge that we surrender, and that you'll drop the treasure in the field somewhere. When they show up in their big assault mechs to fight you over it, you swoop up and kick their teeth in. Ah, I thought you said they didn't have any mechs. At Menlowen, and they didn't, probably because they don't want to risk blowing up the treasure. Now, what's going to be, option A or option B? So, you know what, okay, so option A is we're coming to the Abbey, we'll be there ASAP. I like the sound of option B, let's go with it, and lure them away. Or, you're ignoring option C, and I could just keep the staplers and wash my hands of the rest. Yeah, wow, what a haul. No, honestly, I think we're going to go for the assault mech option. We're going to go for option B. I will take on an assault mech and do something better. Alright, you're an absolute lifesaver, Commander. I'll tell the bad guys where to meet you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go. This condo's got a sweet little panic room, and it's got my name written all over it. Alright, hiding is good. Try to keep yourself alive until the smoke clears. Roger that, Space Doc. You won't hear a peep out of me until the shooting stops. And by that time, with a little luck, Modge and Binton will be out of my life forever. Better get to it, Commander. I'll be waiting for you. Oh boy, this guy's a character. Oh. Oh well. So let's go ahead and get ourselves some assault mech salvage. At least that'll be worth something. Mind you, it's only 2 skills, so I'm not sure that they're going to be as tough as I thought. We're going to go for full salvage, of course. Maybe they're in terrible repair. But what we're going to do is, yeah, we have no limitations here. Let's drop all of that. We're going to bring Headhunter out. We'll do just that. And then, let's see. We want Marauder. Need you for sniping. We want a... Oh, you know what? Let's go for Gauszilla again. Follow up with some more. We could go... And then we'll go for an Annihilator. There we go. We'll chuck the Annihilator on Rabbit and Angel. What to do? Maybe we bring a Cyclops. Cyclops not the end of the world. Would give us slightly better initiative. Actually, we didn't chuck the ECM on there. No, it's just some LRMs. But you know what? I guess that works. We'll go a little bit quicker. We're more likely to get the kills that we need. Yeah, and you get some LRMs. So that is not a bad call at all. Alright, so this is probably a little bit of overkill for a 2-scale mission, but hey, we're going to have fun with it. We're going to see what we can get. Now, it is in the tundra, so that should be a solid, I think it's 20% bonus to our heat cooling. So that'll be nice. So we'll definitely go ahead and do that. Although I was wondering about that the other day with the exchanges. They do a base rate of exchange, so it says it's not affected by temperature, whereas the temperature climates do affect the heat sinks. So obviously, if we have a equal amount of heat, if we swapped out some heat sinks for an exchanger, it would potentially mitigate some of the bad stuff, but it would also minimize how much of a benefit we'd have in cooler areas as well. So yeah, it's an interesting thing to try and figure out and see if any mechs should be getting the exchanges or not. Alright, but until then, let's go ahead and destroy some enemy units. I've told Binton and Modge that you're going to drop their treasure in a field about 100 clicks southeast of Louth Abbey. That should put you far enough away to avoid any collateral damage, so feel free to go after them with whatever BattleMechs you like. Just be aware that there's nothing stopping them from doing the same to you. Well, Britain and Modge were fighting against each other on Manoan. Now they may have be allies of convenience for now, but I'll bet that'll change when the treasure is in their sight. Okay.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, eyes up Modge, Corbu's pet mercenaries are here. Took them long enough, but now they're going to give us what's ours, aren't they? Their buddy Ed already told us as much, so they'll relinquish our treasure nice and easy, and then fly off into the sunset together. It's already done, Modge. If you run a sensor sweep, you'll find a handful of very large crates about 300 meters from where you're standing. Huh, what do you know, there they are. And I'll be taking them. I'd advise you all to stand down, but I know that you won't listen, so I think I'll just shoot you instead. Not if I beat you to it, you insufferable prick. I've been waiting for an opportunity to put you down. Alright, well, let's go ahead and, let's just go ahead and fix this situation for them. They've clearly got issues. Alright, but it looks like they do have at least a good 95-ton mech.
Roger that.
That is a Banshee. And... Oh, and then there's a 25-ton mech next to it as well. Alright, well, is what it is.
Moving to position.
And then we'll get you... Yeah.
Have no doubt, it will be done.
Alright, and then there's... Oh, more. Okay. Modge's dropship is on its way, Commander. I'm marking his projected LZ on your screen. Huh. So, one and then the other, I guess we're going to be fighting. Okay, so they're in some geothermal stuff there with the Commando. That's a non-issue. The Banshee is in pretty poor repair, and then there is another 30-ton mech. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Let's go ahead and bring Rannick into some cover. We have a full barrage ready for the Banshee.
On my way.
I'm pretty happy with that. We'll go ahead and get rid of him ASAP. 35% is pretty good.
Roger that.
Alright, that's 1/3 down.
Target eliminated.
Let's see. Oh, look, a javelin. Oh no. Yep. Cool. Good luck there, buddy. I hope that you
Commander?
know how to eject, because you're gonna need it. Let's go... No, let's just focus on the Commando.
Moving out.
We're gonna just nuke this thing from orbit.
Good to go.
Yep.
Mech destroyed.
There was no way that thing could have survived that. That was stacks of damage. Alright, and...
How might I help?
Rabid. Hey, you can get... pretty good shot off. And in fact, might as well go
I
for the salvage.
understand.
Do we go precision strike this round? Although, it's gonna be at least one more round. You know what? Sure, we're gonna go for it anyway. Off we go. Ultra auto cannons to the face of a javelin. Whoops. Okay, never mind.
Mech destroyed.
We slightly missed. got bad news for the lot of you. You're standing between me and my treasure, and that's a bad place for you to be. Now, smashing your mechs won't be quite as satisfying as dunking your heads in a bucket of... Okay, of water limpets, but given the circumstances, I'm willing to settle. Alright, yeah, remind me to test Smackhead for ever hiring this guy. Agreed. He's an absolute doofus. Alright. Off we roll again, though.
Position confirmed.
Alright. Contact.
Affirmative.
For that. Let's go up for... Oh, let's see what they have.
No problem. On my way.
Not even too concerned about whatever they have got. Yeah, Javelin, probably a, what's that, 85 tonner, maybe,
Let's get this done, folks.
trying to think what they might have. Oh, look, a Javelin. Alright, well, you know what, at this rate, I kind of feel like we could have handled these guys
What's up, boss?
with our, previous light clans, if we so desired.
Confirmed.
Yeah, okay, so they have a Stalker. That's not going to be around for long. Say goodbye.
Here it comes.
Yep, that should be effective. There you go.
Target neutralized.
Alright, and what else? Yeah, honestly, we don't even need to worry about cover. They have so little damage. It's just not a thing. Alright, we'll bring forward the Godzilla. Let's go for the... Oh, we've got 2 Javelins to choose from, so I guess we'll go for the... You know what? We're going to go multi-target. We're going to send most against one, but we will target... Wait a second. There you go. The second one, just to decrease some of their evasion.
Affirmative.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting much more from that. Oh, well, in fact, that's more than I was expecting. So, you know what? Half of our shots hit, that's good.
Receiving you.
Alright, Angel, let's go...
Affirmative.
I don't know if we're going to be doing too much here. We're definitely not going to get a kill. So let's just go for a and B. We'll go split everything. There we go. That'll be 50-50.
Multiple enemies locked in.
I'm just looking to a strip evasion and maybe do a little bit of damage. Ideally, I was hoping to take out a...
Solid connection on that one.
What do you call it? Take out a
Awaiting
or
orders.
something along those lines. But it looks like we're now fully in range, so
As you wish.
honestly, we're not taking much salvage. You know what? Let's just do another 50-50 split. I don't really care. Yeah. There's very little that is going to keep these guys alive. Let's just go A and B, and we're just going to work our way through. There we go. Oh, turns out that can only go against that. Alright, you know what? That should be fine.
Target confirmed.
Oh look, that Javelin didn't survive. Who could have foreseen? Yep.
Hit 'em hard.
There we go. Alright, well,
That's a kill.
there we go. Alright, that's it, Commander. By all the gods, you have done it. Britain and Modge are dead, and we've still got our staplers. And we're going to walk away from this with a nice, fat paycheck in our pocket. I'll believe it when I see it. Now, you won't have to wait long. If you'd be so kind as to scoop up the treasure, I'll fence it to my associates, and we can all fly off into the sunset. Our job here is done.
Mission successful.
Alright, well, Ed Corbu. We're going to have to keep a, keep that name in mind. We may have seen him without, well, seen him as a parrot, but if we ever see him again, I'd be curious to see if we can put a face to the name. So, that'll do. Yeah, we got a couple of kills, nothing really fancy there. We'll go ahead and pick up the Banshee. The Banshee is the most valuable. The rest can do whatever. Yeah, just weapons, that's fine. Nothing fancy. Unfortunately, we couldn't get more of the, what is that, Stalker. That could have been nice, but... Oh well, I guess a full Banshee is probably worth more than anything else. Alright, and that was not too bad. So you know what? I think what we'll do here is we'll see if there's any other missions on planet. We'll, yeah, we'll keep our eyes open to see if we can help fix any of our reputations. without hurting others that we're trying to
Battletech is
repair.
ready to fight, Commander.
Thank you, Yang. Let's go ahead and send you to storage. Oh, and yeah, now we can get to the end of this. One man's trash. Okay. Who's true to his word? Ed Corbu. That's who. I've gotten in touch with my associates and arranged the sale of our antique office supplies. I think you'll be very happy with your cut of the profit. I'm thrilled that we're getting paid at all. To be perfectly frank, it didn't seem terribly likely that this was going to work out in our favor. And yet here you stand, a nice fat stack of C-bills in hand. Like I said, my associates had you covered. Alright, who are these associates of yours, Ed? The sale's already gone through, so telling us couldn't hurt anything. Well, they're just these people, you know, high status types. I think they work in communications. As to why they want all this old junk, who knows? I think it's symbolic. Like having a fancy business card or a greeting a sweet paint job on your mech. Can't think of any other reason why anyone would care about a grade 4 officer. Alright, well, good on you, Ed. You set your sights on this goal and made it happen despite the fact that you had no idea what you were doing at any point in the process. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. So, how are you going to spend your share of the profits? Quality of life upgrades. I'm taking my share and moving to New Avalon. I've spent enough time in and out in the boonies. I want some of that capital world lifestyle. And with Modge and Binton out of the picture, you're in a fine position to enjoy it. Got that right. You did me a big favor by taking them out of the game, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, Commander, but I have no desire to spend any more time hanging out with Mech Jockey. From this point on, it's all peace and love for Ed Corbu. Giant robots need not apply. I think that's for the best, Mr. Corbu. Most people aren't cut out for this sort of life we lead, and if I'm being honest, that probably isn't a bad thing. No, ma'am, it most definitely is not. On that note, it's probably time for us to say goodbye. Thanks again, Commander. You really saved my bacon back then. Okay. Cheers, pal, and if you're ever on New Avalon, well, you know, you probably shouldn't hook me up. But raise a toast for your old pal Ed Corbu, and know that he's off living his best life, probably in another beautiful condominium, because he has standards that need to be met. Alright, we'd expect nothing less. Goodbye, Mr. Corbu. Maybe we'll catch you sometime later on down the line. Alright, well, that was fun. Who knows? Maybe you will, but until then, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. Well, that was rather fun. Although I do wonder whether that was meant to be what was that? A Comstar reference, I think. Okay, rare component for +2 to hit gyro, that's not bad. A bit more of an accurate medium lasers, mediocre, arm mod, LRMs, injury, and yeah, not really much of much. But we did get paid 500,000 C-bills, so that is worth something to us, I suppose. Alright, let's go to the barracks. We're going to go ahead and see Ranger's promotion. Yeah, there we go. Let's go straight for the weapon accuracy. That'll
Training
help.
confirmed, Commander.
And then from there, let's go ahead and see if we have any good contracts to pick up. So everything seems to be pretty decent at the moment. So what have we got? Cronus Combine. Ooh, that's against the pirates. I don't know if we want to drop that much reputation with them again. Taurians. Alright, that's not a bad one. We could go for a battle. That'll be quick. And, oh well, could be good. And then more against the pirates. Okay, I'm not liking that idea. Any others? No. Let's just quickly check our reputation. I feel like we've dropped a... Oh no, we haven't quite dropped a notch with the pirates, but we are getting close. So we don't want to upset them. I think what we'll do instead is... yeah, I think we'll come back and do another battle here. We'll pick up the favor to regret. There we go. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Hard contract. Okay, there we go. Federated Sons, it's against the Taurians. We were literally just gaining 15 reputation. We can't possibly lose more with the Taurian Concordat. And we can get ourselves a nice mech from it all. So if you do want to see the battle, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content. And I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.